At our ministry, we produce a lot of videotapes. We've made over 1 million videos now in 6 languages. They're not copyrighted. We encourage you to get our stuff and spread it around. Many folks don't realize, though, we're getting x-rayed by the sun right now. The sun's x-rays are coming right through that roof, right through your body, and blowing you full of holes inside the building. Except on cloudy days, because water stops x-rays.
No. Actually, clouds are about as effective as stopping x-rays as tissue paper is at stopping artillery shells. The young earth creationist displaying the jaw-dropping stupidity and world-class ignorance is the convicted fraudster Kent Hovind. This man claims to have taught high school science for 15 years and to have a PhD, simply have no credibility given his utter lack of knowledge of even the most rudimentary scientific principles.
Except on cloudy days, because water stops x-rays.
X-ray absorption takes place in the electrons of the atoms. To a reasonable approximation, all atoms are about the same size, so an atom's ability to absorb X-rays essentially scales with the number of electrons, or atomic number, of that nucleus. Light elements such as hydrogen and oxygen, the elemental components of water, are lousy at absorbing X-rays compared to the heavy nuclei such as lead, gold, mercury, etc. The second factor that needs to be considered is the number of nuclei in the X-ray's path. Solids and liquids typically have number densities, that's the number of nuclei per unit volume, about 1,000 times higher than those of gases. This is why when dealing with X-rays, shielding usually comes in the form of solid lead bricks, because they have a high number density of a high Z nuclei. No sane man would trust to the low Z nuclei of water and the low number density of a water aerosol for X-ray shielding. But let us just look how stupid Hovind's suggestion is that you get a reduced X-ray exposure on cloudy days. Atmospheric pressure corresponds to about 1 meter of mercury, or 10 meters of water. To a first degree approximation, both of these provide approximately the same degree of X-ray shielding. Now a thundercloud can hold up to about 4 inches, that's about 10 centimeters of water. This means that when standing under the biggest rain cloud, you have about a 10.1 meter equivalent of water shielding, compared to about 10 meters on a sunny day. Your cosmic radiation dose is reduced by about 1%. Hovind's ignorance can be further highlighted by putting this in the context of the background radiation we are exposed to every day of our lives. Cosmic radiation, most of which comes from the sun, supplies about 10% of the background radiation. This means that your exposure to the background radiation is reduced by about 1 part in 1,000 when you are under a large rain cloud.
And your skin feels the full force of those x-rays. You're getting blasted with millions of holes all day long, every day of your life. Your body has to fix the damage. No big deal. You do it all the time. You don't even think about it. But after 50 or 60 or 70 years, everybody around you starts to notice you are losing the battle for damage control. Your skin begins to wrinkle up.
Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Creationists think that aging is caused by X-ray damage. Even if we hadn't known the cause of aging for over 30 years, it must be clear to even the most menial of intelligence that this statement is bullshit. For instance, the giant tortoise is exposed to the same background radiation we are, yet they can live for more than 200 years. And aren't the trees under the same X-rays as well? Yet the bristlecone pine can live up to about 5,000 years. And under the waves, some of the shellfish can live up to about 400 years, while the pygmy goby has an average lifespan of a mere 2 months. The source of aging has been known for at least 3 decades and is related to the telomere, a DNA sequence at the end of the chromosomes that shortens each time the cell reproduces. This is, for want of a better word, the clock of aging. Aging has essentially nothing to do with X-ray exposure.
The sun's x-rays are coming right through that roof, right through your body, and blowing you full of holes inside the building. Except on cloudy days, because water stops x-rays. You're getting blasted with millions of holes all day long, every day of your life. Your body has to fix the damage. No big deal. You do it all the time. You don't even think about it. But after 50 or 60 or 70 years, everybody around you starts to notice you are losing the battle for damage control.